A few miles from the Gulf of Mexico, tonight we are inside Tropicana Field on the west coast of Florida as MLB The Show gets set to bring you more Major League Baseball action. Tonight, a good matchup for you in the AL East as it'll be the New York Yankees taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And hello again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian here to call balls and strikes alongside me, your colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler. And Dave, we turn to you first. What should we keep an eye on in this matchup?
Well, one guy who's fast becoming one of the toughest outs in the game today is Evan Longoria. The third baseman followed up his Rookie of the Year campaign with even better numbers in year two. The way his arc is projecting, he may be an MVP candidate in the very near future.
All right, Dave, thanks. We'll hear from Rex in a minute, but first, State Farm shows us the starting lineup for the defending World Series champion New York Yankees. At home or away, State Farm is there. Leading things off is Derek Jeter. He, of course, will play shortstop. Brett Gardner bats second in left field. Then the always dangerous Alex Rodriguez. He's over at third base. Mark Teixeira bats fourth. He'll play first base. Curtis Granderson bats fifth. He's in center field. Behind him is Nick Swisher around in right. Then comes the promising Robinson Cano. He'll play second base. Nick Johnson, the DH tonight. He'll hit eighth. Francisco Cervelli finally will round things out behind the plate. He'll bat number 9. They'll be opposed by a former number 4 overall pick, as you see the numbers on your screen for the 6'9" right-hander Jeff Neiman. And defensively, the Rays will look like this behind him. And you see Derek Jeter make his way to the boxes. We are just about set for baseball. First pitch swinging as this one's hit on the ground to second. Throw on to first takes care of Jeter, and that's the game's first out.
Well, not only is this good that he gets the ground out leading off the game, but also doing it on the first pitch means these guys didn't get a good look at what he's got.
Brett Gardner will stand in, and you see what he's done the past couple of weeks as he looks to keep that streak alive. And a strike at the knees, more like at the shins, but it's 0-1. One out, nobody on. Check swing, but he held up in time, ball 1.
Deceiving pitch there. Good job to hold up in time.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And that misses, 2-1. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
And this is the wrong guy to lose your command to. They need to go right after him.
The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 called, and it's full 3-2.
Yeah, good late movement. Just did catch that inside corner.
Swing, the ball headed towards the hole. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
First couple of guys set down here. You'd love to get a 1-2-3 opening frame if you can get it.
Alex Rodriguez will step in, leading the American League in hitting, entering play today.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Yeah, guys might chase a slider down and away, but not a fastball.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate, it's 3-1.
And sometimes young pitchers like this will try to overthrow that fastball.
Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. And no one will get this one. Curveball, but a good job to lay off, and he works out the free pass.
Yeah, that won't be lost on his teammates. That was a great at-bat.
Mark Teixeira will dig in, and he's been rolling of late, hitting an 8 straight to enter play.
Mark Teixeira.
Swing and a ball shot foul down the left side. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. And this is tracked down on the run, and with that, the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Now it's the Rays' turn. No score. And now the starting lineup for those Rays looks like this, and it's again brought to us by State Farm. Leading things off in left field is the dangerous Carl Crawford. Following him is Jason Bartlett, the shortstop. After that is young Evan Longoria over at third. Pat Burrell will be the designated hitter tonight and bat fourth. Ben Zobrist bats fifth. He'll play second. Matt Joyce, the number 6 hitter, he's in center. Kelly Shopik is behind the plate. He'll hit seventh. Deoner Navarro is at first base. He'll bat number 8. Gabe Kapler will round things out. He is the right fielder. And they'll have a tough task ahead of them indeed, as they'll have to go to work against the big fella, the MVP of last year's ALCS, left-hander C.C. Sabathia. A look there at the Yankees defense, anchored by a 3-time Gold Glove winner Mark Teixeira at first and a 4-time winner at short, the captain Derek Jeter. And the left-handed hitting Carl Crawford will stand in to start the home half of inning number 1. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
One of the secrets of his longevity in this game: work fast, change speeds, and throw strikes.
And this is ripped down the first base line. Foul. Tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
And that's a good 2-strike pitch there, as now it might be just to set up something away.
And the changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Jason Bartlett will dig in here.
Now batting, Jason Bartlett.
And here's the first pitch. Grounded foul toward the coaching box at third. And he misses with it, 1-1.
And even when you're missing low with the fastball, it can still effectively set up your other pitches.
Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Here's a swing, a high pop-up out in front of the mound. And this is taken in for the second out. Evan Longoria will stand in. Here's the first offering. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Slider, and that's in there for strike 2.
And now with 2 strikes and 2 outs, he's looking square in the face of a 1-2-3 bottom of the first.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's a fight to stay alive as this is fouled off to the right. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Sometimes guys go down and get the soft stuff. Not there.
Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Got him. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We'll head to the second inning here in St. Pete with no score. Chris Granderson leads things off now in the top half of the second.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
And he lays off a fastball. Looked good, but it's 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ballgame. The pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
And that's a good location coming back at his body there.
And a foul ball straight back. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Fastball swung on, missed for the first out.
And you'll see where this is, in a little off the plate, and he's got to learn to lay off that thing.
Nick Swisher will get his first shot at it here.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
And this ball will be chopped foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Hit on the ground towards first. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out.
Yeah, this is tougher than it looks for a pitcher covering first, but he handled that pretty darn well right there.
Robinson Cano will get his first opportunity now.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Here's a swing and a ground ball. They'll flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So nothing happening this time around. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Pat Burrell will start things off in the bottom of the second. Good fastball from Sabathia to start the at-bat. It's strike one.
Pitching coach will love that location.
Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control, 0-2. Here's the 0-2 from Sabathia. And the swing and ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called the ball, 1-2.
Yeah, he'll look for something a little higher here.
Swing, a hard hit grounder down the line, but foul. And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Well, you hate to start an inning out that way if you're on the mound, but this one just got away from it.
Then Zobrist will step in now. First pitch on the way. Lays off 1-0. Hard hit ball back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. Matt Joyce will take his first cut to the ball game here. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
He got away with that pitch, Matt, but his veteran know-how was nowhere to be seen there.
Pause, now the pitch. Swing and misses. He pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. That misses 1-2.
And even he's smart enough not to chase that thing.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Here he comes again, 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Boy, that's not what you'd consider a sweeping slider. That's a nasty slider. Tough to do anything with that.
Kelly Shoppett will stand in for the first time here. Now a swing and an easy fly ball out toward right center. Swisher is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. Gianna Navarro will step in now. Switch hitter batting from the right side here. that fastball just misses for ball one. And this one's over for a high strike, 1-1.
He's got to drive that fastball the other way.
Swing a liner towards second, and that's in there, base hit. And the runner will score from second.
Base hit and RBI. That was a good job of hitting, and they strike first here in inning number 2. It's 1-0.
Gabe Kapler will get his first cuts here. Now a swing, but too far in front as this one had the distance, but is well fouled. From the belt, kicks and deals. Down and away, ball one. Strike, 2 called, and it's even at 2. Two pitch on the way. Ball hit high to the right side, but this will get into the seats, foul. Ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So 1 run on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 men left on base. We played 2 full. The Rays are in front, 1-0. Nick Johnson's ready to go here as we begin the third.
Nick Johnson.
And this is hit hard on the ground to first. And a step on first for the out, 3 unassisted. Francisco Cervelli will stand in looking to extend his modest 6-game hitting streak.
Now batting, Francisco Cervelli.
Here's the pitch. And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. And there's ball one.
He's got to keep his hands steady on a pitch inside like that.
And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. Hit on the ground to shortstop. Up with it is Bartlett. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Derek Jeter will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. A flip to the pitcher covering as that will retire the side. So they breeze through this half of the inning. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. The Rays are out in front, 1-0. Carl Crawford makes his way to the plate to get us started here in the bottom of inning number 3. Sabathia really putting all of his body behind that fastball. It's strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1. And a slider misses here. 2 balls and a strike.
And here in the early stages, he's already up over 40 pitches now.
Late swing, the ball line fouled into the seats past the third base dugout. Great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And that is over the wall. Home run.
Well, I thought this thing was going to run out of gas about halfway there, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and it winds up just clearing the wall and left.
Jason Bartlett will dig in. He popped out his first time. Down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Got away with that one there, but he's going to continue to struggle if he keeps leaving pitches in the center of the plate.
And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Very enticing, but a good job holding up.
Swing as he hits this one into the air, but this will be foul off to the right, out of play. And the changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, he had the right approach here. He wants to take this thing the other way. Problem is, it was too far outside to begin with.
Evan Longoria steps in now. First pitch to him. Right there for strike 1. Swing and a hard hit ball towards the hole. And that's past the diving infielder for a base hit.
Well, this is a guy that will kill you if you leave the ball up. And have a look. That's exactly where this thing is.
Pat Burrell will get another shot. Hit by a pitch his last time. Now a check swing, but it's strike 1 anyway, says the home plate umpire.
And with the share on the bag at first, that means there's a big opening on the right side here.
Look over from Sabathia. Here's the pitch. Big cut by Burrell here, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 on him. fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
And this is a bad pitch to Chase down below the knees. He's got to show more discipline than that.
Ben Zobrist will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now here's the first pitch. And this ball will be chopped foul. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
Tried to backdoor him, but it stays outside just a bit.
From the stretch. In there at the letters, 1-2 now. Two out with the man at first. And this one gets away, and it ought to be scored a pass ball. And a bad time for that as the runner takes second here.
And that's a costly mistake right there, and now a 2-out hit could bring the man in from second.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. Tampa Bay leads this one 2-0. Brett Gardner will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Brett Gardner.
He gets under a fastball here as this is lifted the other way to left center. Waiting for it is Crawford. 1 pitch, 1 away.
Looked like he got him to swing underneath that one, and that's 8 in a row he set down, Matt.
Alex Rodriguez will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
Here it comes. Tries to go the other way with a curveball, but this ought to be a routiner out in right. And he's able to track this one down on the run for out number 2.
And they just haven't been able to get on track offensively as they're still without a hit to this point.
So 2 are gone now in the Yankee half of the 4th. And here's the dangerous Mark Teixeira.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a ball 1-0.
And he's got that thing falling right through the zone here.
Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time. 2 out, nobody on. Plays off the splitter that time, and it's 2 balls and a strike. Too high that time, and it's 3-1. Curtis Granderson would be next. And the pitch. And that's outside. He lost in ball 4.
Well, it didn't look to me like they wanted to give him anything to hit here.
So a runner at first with 2 away. And standing in now is the dangerous center fielder, Curtis Granderson.
Rexon.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Working the inside corner with a fastball. Let's see if they stay right there.
At first, Teixeira, now the pitch, and he takes a pitch high and away for ball one. Swing and a ground ball to short, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. So that'll go into the books as an E6, and he'll be kicking himself over that one. Nick Swisher will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Now batting, Nick Swisher.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. And this is off the glove of Shopik as this gets away. Well, surprisingly, no advance here.
And I'm very surprised, Matt, that they decided to stay where they were. You've got to be bouncing out there.
Two down, runners at first and second. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
He'll leave that one alone.
And this is heading out toward left field, but this is going to get fouled up into the crowd. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So they pick up no run on no hits, 1 error, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Rays lead it 2-0. Matt Joyce will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
Now batting, Matt Joyce.
Here's the first offering. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike one. Starting to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
Sign of a smart hitter right there.
Swing a liner toward the gap in left center. And he makes the catch on the move as he's able to hang with this one for the first out. Kelly Shopik will try it again. He flew out his first time.
Now batting, Kelly Shopik.
Too low, 1-0. The low pitch. Swing and miss as he gets this fastball by him. It's 1-1.
Boy, and he's trying to hit that thing through the roof. Easy, partner.
And There's ball 2 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Three and 1 now. Good swing there, but this is foul off to the right side. Payoff pitch coming. Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is what you call a T-ball fastball. I mean, when guys are practicing hitting off the tee, this is where they put it. Boy, that is right in the happy zone.
Gianna Navarro will dig in. A switch hitter batting right. Chases one up the ladder as he hits a high fly ball out to straightaway center. Granderson is there now, and he has it, 2 gone. Gabe Kapler will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time. And that misses ball 1.
And he's starting to get up there in pitches now. Worth keeping an eye on.
Fastball misses badly there, and he's behind 2-0.
And you could just see Sabathia rear back and overthrow that one. He's got to relax and find his spots here.
The 2-0. And he misses again with it here. It's 3-0 now. Top of the order to follow here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
Yeah, not a pitch you can extend on. That's a good spot.
Grounded foul off to the right. Here's the payoff pitch. And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Yeah, man, he made him throw a lot of pitches. That was a great at-bat.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and here comes the speedy Carl Crawford. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
Good late break there. Good pitch to get ahead on.
A runner on first with 2 away. As a look, now the pitch. And 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
And he's got enough in the tank for another inning or 2, but he's closing in on 80 pitches now, so that's worth keeping an eye on.
He's ready now. The pitch just does stay alive as this is fouled back. 2 out with the man at first. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. the right side, but foul, and he'll try it again. Next pitch will make it even 80 pitches for Sabathia. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
And with 2 out, that runner on first can get a little extra head start here.
Grounded, foul. Hard but foul. Swing and ball sliced foul into the seats down the left field line. Ball hit back up the middle, and that'll get through into center field for a base hit.
And that is a great AB there. Not only do you wind up with a knock, but you make the pitcher use a lot of energy and effort to do it.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and stepping in as the shortstop, Jason Bartlett. In there, and it's 0-1.
And this guy won't back down there out on the mound. Brought that one at 94 miles an hour.
Swing, a hard hit ball to second. Throw on to Teixeira to take care of him, and that ends the inning. So 1 run here on 2 hits, including a home run, no errors, and a couple of men left. We played 4 full. The Rays are out in front, 3-0. Robinson Cano will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Robinson Cano.
Starts things with a splitter outside for ball 1. Pitch now. 2-0.
Not much you can do with a fastball there. Good eye.
Blowing away with it here as he can't find the plate. 3-0.
And you don't want to put the leadoff guy on here when you've got a slim lead.
And that's in there, 3-1.
Gotta have a little better plate coverage up there.
Oh, the good curveball there, and it's 3-2. Swinging the ball hit hard on the ground to first. And past the diving infielder, that's a base hit.
Well, he's been automatic out there to this point, but here in the 5th inning, he finally surrenders hit number 1. Now let's see if he can work his way out of this and get back into the dugout.
Nick Johnson will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Now back, Nick Johnson.
And this one's hit on the ground, but foul. Now a ball sliced hard on the ground. Base hit.
Well, and this lead could be in jeopardy as there are now 2 men on base, and he's working himself into trouble here.
Francisco Cervelli will stride in, grounded out his last time through.
Now batting, Francisco Cervelli.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Navarro is under it, no problem, 1 away. Derek Jeter will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
In there, 0-1.
And the infield's into double play depth here as a ground ball could get him out of the inning.
And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1.
Yeah, trying to get him a chase out there, but that ball had too much tail on it.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And Jeter lays off here as the count moves to 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. Now a ball hit foul off to the right and up into the crowd. Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full 3-2. Brett Gardner waits on deck. And here's a swing and a foul ball as that was just wide of the bag. First and second now, 1 man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will get this one. The 3-2 one more time. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. Bartlett for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
We'll get a look here. That was going to be a tough turn. Good effort, but they couldn't get the 2.
Brett Gardner will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Brett Gardner.
And he'll throw over to first. Has to dive, but he's back. Jeter's running, and now this is smothered, but it squirts away a bit. And no throw, as it turns out, as he takes second with ease. But he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back.
Let's get another look. It seems to me this is a ball they should have come up with, but I'll bet you they give him a pass ball.
Line foul off to the left and a few rows back. And a swing as he pulls this one into right. That's in there, base hit. Now 2 runs are scored. And he continues his red-hot hitting. That'll push his hitting streak to 14 now. So a runner at first with 2 away. And here comes A-Rod.
Alex Rodriguez.
throw over, and he just manages to get his hand in. Runners on the move for second. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Well, he's got speed to burn out there, no doubt about it, and he got a good jump that time and stole that one easily.
Now a swing and a ball lofted down the right field line and fairly deep. And he's able to get there on the long run, and he covered a lot of ground there as the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Rays are in front, 3-2. Evan Longoria will stand in to lead things off in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting, Evan Longoria.
Fouled straight back. Now a swing, but too far in front as this one had the distance but is well fouled. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. But this is back into the seats, a foul ball. Another 0-2 coming. Swing and a liner. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Leadoff man on, and you know, these 4th, 5th, and 6th innings are good times to really pad your lead a little bit. You get a run here, 2 there, and all of a sudden, your 1 or 2 run lead can become a 4 or 5 run lead.
Pat Burrell will dig in. Strikeout victim his last time.
Now batting, Frank Burrow.
And that misses for ball 1.
Good patience there to stay back and watch that all the way.
And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. A 2-1 offering. And that one finds the target on the outside corner. 2-2.
Now he's got to protect the outer half with 2 strikes.
Out of play. Another 2-2 offering. And this ball is also hit foul and heading for the seats, so we'll have to do it again. Still 2-2. And here's the ball rolled foul. Still 2 strikes. Ball pulled hard but foul off to the left. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
He's just starting to dig his own hole at the plate right now. That's the second time he struck out in the ballgame, and you can see on swing track, he needs to be more selective up there.
Then Zobrist will try again. Struck out swinging his last time through. And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0.
And obviously a double play ball would be big here as it would get him out of the inning.
Run at first here, one man out. On the ground to second base, this could be two. Jeter on to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Tampa Bay leads this one 3-2. Mark Teixeira will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Mark Teixeira.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. The pitch. And now a swing and a routine fly ball out towards center. And he reaches up to haul this one in on the run. Nice play for the first out. Curtis Granderson will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Curtis Granderson.
And this one is nowhere close as that'll head to the backstop, and the count is quickly 1-0. Hit hard to the right side. And this is going to be a foul ball. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
It's an evening for this guy to forget so far. 0 for 3 now with 2 strikeouts.
Two away now in the Yankees' 6th. And stepping in is the right fielder, Nick Swisher.
The batter, Nick Swisher.
And he starts him out with, well, it looked like a strike, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And he lays off the pitch up and in, ball 2.
And in a close ball game, I think you let him throw you one here.
Here's the ball out towards straightaway center field. On the run, and he has it to retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Rays are out in front, 3-2. Matt Joyce will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch coming. Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
The throw pulls him off, but that was a good job of knowing where the bag is, and he gets back in time.
Kelly Shoppett will step in, 1 for 2 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Kelly Shoppett.
In there for strike 1.
Just no way to even try and get extended on that fastball down there.
Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0-2. Here's the pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And that ball is out of here.
Trying to get a little greedy with the fastball that time. I think he's got a pretty good idea this pitch is coming because he wasted no time turning on this thing.
Damaso Marquez will be the new pitcher. Leonardo Navarro is at the plate as he watches ball one. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0. Swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Jeter ranges back and he has it for out number 2. Gabe Kapler will step in. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the pitch. In there at the knees, strike 1.
Pretty nasty there. We may see that again before too long.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swinging a ball popped high in the air and heading for foul territory behind first. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So it's 1 run on 1 hit, which was the home run. No errors and no one left. We're through 6 full. The Rays are in front, 4-2. Robinson Cano will lead it off here in the top of inning number 7.
Robinson Cano.
Hit hard, but it is just foul, so he'll have to try and straighten that out a bit. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Boy, and no factor up there with that swing. He was way late on the fastball.
Nick Johnson will step in, a base hit in his last time.
Now batting, Nick Johnson.
Here's a ball swung on and lofted in the air out toward right center. Kapler is over to his right as he puts this one away, 2 down. Francisco Cervelli will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far.
Francisco Cervelli.
Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1. this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike.
And that's the pitch guys will just beat into the ground.
And a called strike two as he's pounding the knees here. Here it comes. And that misses 2-2.
And this thing starts out a strike. That's a tough pitch to lay off.
2 out, nobody on. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Derek Jeter would be next. The 3-2 pitch. On the ground is short. Up with it is Bartlett. Throw not nearly in time as he reaches it first.
This should have gotten him out of the inning, but a bad throw here will keep things going.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and in steps Derek Jeter. And here's the first pitch. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And at least he's keeping that thing low. He won't get hurt down there.
Good splitter there, and it's even at 1-1. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1. Wanted to go after the slider, but he holds off. 3-1. Brett Gardner would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Comes set, now the pitch. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
The further he goes in this one, the more this is going to happen. You can see it on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so the tank's running awfully low right now.
Brett Gardner will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Brett Gardner.
On the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on no hits, 1 error in the inning, and 2 left. It is stretch time here in Tampa. We'll stretch with them. The Rays lead it 4-2. David Robertson is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Carl Crawford will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0.
And he'll try to lock him up with that down and in to keep him from getting extended.
Now a ground ball towards the hole. And that is past a diving Jeter for a base hit.
Third hit of the ball game. His second single, and of course, he had that home run earlier. They just can't get him out.
Jason Bartlett will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Jason Bartlett.
Foul back. dive, but he's back in. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
And they're going to need to keep Crawford close over there. He's likely eyeing second base.
On first is a stolen base for that, and Crawford, nobody out. And a curveball's high in that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Using the off-speed stuff to get ahead, that's the sign of a confident pitcher.
Well, look at Crawford, now the pitch, and he takes very close to the inside corner here, 2-2 though. Swing and the ball hit deep down the left field line, but that'll be a loud foul ball. Almost got him to go around, but instead it's ball 3. Evan Longoria is on deck. Full count pitch on its way. And he takes this the other way to right. And he's going to get there to make a fine running catch, and there's your first out of the inning. Evan Longoria will get another shot now, 2 for 3 in the game. From the belt, kicks and deals. Off the plate and away there, 1 ball, no strikes.
Boy, and they would love a double play ball right here.
Runners on first with 1 down. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Take something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. And this is pulled in on the run. Good concentration, and there are 2 gone.
Boy, and he just missed that one. Even so, the center fielder had to retreat a ways before finally pulling it in.
There was a runner at first with 2 men out. And here comes the powerful Pat Burrell. And this one will be foul back in among the fans. Pause, now the pitch. And a curveball gets away, and this ought to be a pass ball. And that'll hurt as the runner will move into scoring position now.
And that's a costly mistake right there, and now a 2-out hit could bring the man in from second.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Ready with the 2-1. And that's in there above the belt, so it's even now, 2-2.
Not a bad idea to work him up and in here with that hard stuff.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. swing and a hard hit ball back through the box. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. 8th inning coming up. Tampa Bay leads this one 4-2. J.P. Howell will come in and pitch now. Alex Rodriguez will stand in 0 for 2 thus far.
Alex Rodriguez.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes.
And if there's one guy in this lineup you don't want to fall behind, A-Rod's the one.
And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
And there's a good chance up 2-0. He's going to see a fastball here.
Strike call, 2-1. Shot foul toward the third base coaching box. The 2-2 coming. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. And that misses, so the count goes full to A-Rod now, 3-2. Mark Teixeira will be next. Swinging a hard hit ball back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit.
And at this point in the contest, all you're looking for is base runners, so now they look like they could be in business here.
Mark Teixeira will stand in 0 for 2 thus far.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
And A-Rod's going. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. It's there, and A-Rod is out trying to steal second base.
Trying to shake things up late in the ball game is okay, but a good throw and he's toast.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes the count now. Now a ball hit pretty well to the left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Ready with another 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
And this is just an instance of being overmatched by a fastball. He was way late on that one.
Curtis Granderson will stand in, called out on strikes his last time.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
Swing and a high fly ball, and this one has some carry on it to deep right field. And now this will rattle up against the fence. And he is in the second with a 2-out double. Nick Swisher will step in as the possible tying run, but just a single here could make this a 1-run game. First pitch on the way. And a breaking ball down and in here as he's got to hop out of the way there. Now here's the ball hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and it eats him up. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
Well, the key here is that he knows it's going to be close to the bag, so he's busting it down the line and beats it out.
Big spot here. Runners at the corners, 2 gone, and set to stand in the fine second baseman, Robinson Cano. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Boy, and that is just the definition of hitting your spots.
Swing and a ball hit hard to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So no runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. The Rays are in front, 4-2. Ben Zobrist will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Yeah, when you leave it up in the hitter's eyes like that, he knows enough not to chase out there.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. And a 2-0 fastball runs away, 3-0 now.
And when you're already down, you don't want to walk the leadoff guy.
Curveball, and he'll watch it all the way, 3-1.
You can bet he wishes he didn't have the take sign that time.
Hit hard down the right field line. Foul. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes. Matt Joyce will try again. 0 for 3 thus far. And this is low, ball 1. And a fastball swung on and hit in the air to left. Gardner comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Well, he gets a fastball that time, right down Main Street, in fact, but all he can do is hit a fly ball for an out.
Kelly Shoppett will stride in, and they'll need to be careful as he's already homered twice thus far. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands.
Yeah, you're always looking to keep guys honest with fastballs on the inside part of the plate.
And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2.
And Matt, don't be surprised if they go back to the changeup again with 2 strikes.
Sets the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 9th inning coming up. The Rays are out in front, 4-2. Rafael Soriano will be the new pitcher. Nick Johnson will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far. Ninth inning underway as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Base is empty here with nobody out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
And he'll wait for something a little higher that he can do something with.
Is a fastball, not close. He's behind 3-0 now. And he gets the call there, 3-1. Here he comes, 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, not making excuses, Matt, but sometimes it's hard to make that adjustment from the bullpen mound to that mound between the white lines.
Francisco Cervelli will try again, 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Francisco Cervelli.
And a swing, and the ball hit well down the left field line, but back into the crowd, foul. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Got a piece of it as it's fouled back. Swing and a ball headed towards the hole. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left. And he continues to hit the ball well as that'll push his hitting streak up to 7 games now. Time is called now as we're going to get a pinch runner here.
And he'll definitely give him some more speed out there on the base pass.
Now batting, Derek Jeter.
And a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. And this one's bunted out in front of the plate. Throw is high, and it's over his head. A run is in.
Well, as you can see, the pickup here was okay, but he just rushes this thing and winds up airmailing it.
Time is called now as we're going to get a pinch runner here.
Good move to get a little more speed out there, knowing he's the possible tying run.
Now batting, Brett Gardner.
Brett Gardner is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Looks like he might be getting squeezed a little bit there.
Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base, nobody out. Reset, now the pitch. 2-1 now.
Boy, in a one-run game, you don't want to be leaving that pitch there.
Now a slider that swung on and hit in the air out toward left. Crawford has it, and I'd be surprised if they send a runner.
Well, that's a missed opportunity. He needs to hit that ball a little deeper to at least get the run in from third.
Alex Rodriguez will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
Alex Rodriguez.
And there's the fourth wide one as they complete the free pass to A-Rod here.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Matt. If there was ever a time for a strikeout, this is it.
Mark Teixeira will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Fouled back. Swung on and missed by Teixeira, and they've got him right where they want him now. 0-2.
And Teixeira's not nearly as strong a hitter from the left side as he is from the right, as evidence there.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The 1-2 now to Teixeira. Misses, ball 2.
Yeah, looking to run that thing back to the low inside corner, but that's not one guys will chase very often.
Swing and the ball lifted into straightaway center. Joyce is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. But not in time, and just like that, this ball game is tied.
You'd love a base hit in that situation, but this is probably the next best thing, as this ball is deep enough to get that tying run home.
Randy Choate will come on looking to get the final out of the inning. Chris Granderson will dig in. He doubled his last time. Swing and a liner. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning?
And he probably saved a run with this one. Let's look again. Boy, he never gives up on this ball. That's a magnificent play.
So not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their ninth inning lead has evaporated. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 9, and we are tied 4-4. Randy Wynn is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. B.J. Upton will come on now as the pinch hitter. Now a hard liner toward short. In there, a base hit. And now this is bobbled in left.
Well, a lot of times as a pinch hitter, you'd like to take a pitch or two just to get the feel for things. But he's a first pitch swinger there, and he comes through.
Gabe Kapler will stand in now, and we'll see what they do about perhaps getting that winning run to second. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. The 0-1. And he squares and bunts this one hard. Only play to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
Well, winning baseball games sometimes comes down to doing the little things. Perfect execution there, and now the winning run moves into scoring position with one out.
Carl Crawford will dig in, needing to find a way to get that go-ahead run in from second base. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. Runner breaks for third. Pitch inside the throw, and A-Rod applies the tag. He's out at third base.
Matt, that's a possible winning run out there, and that's taking far too much of a risk, and it came back to bite him there.
Grounded, foul. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball 3. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw on to Teixeira is going to be in time, and with it, the inning is over. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, and we are tied 4-4. Carlos Pena is up off the bench as he is in as a defensive replacement. Nick Swisher will lead it off here in the top of inning number 10. Here's the first offering. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike one.
And one of the reasons this guy's been in the bigs for so long is that he knows the importance of first pitch strikes.
And that misses 1-1. Here's a fastball up that he sends in the air out to fairly deep center field. Joyce has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out.
Always good to get that first guy out to begin the extra frames. You want to get right back in that dugout as quickly as possible to keep momentum.
Robinson Cano will step in, a ground-out victim his last time.
Now batting, Robinson Cano.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Ball 1. One out, nobody on. Now the 1-1 to Cano. And he lays off the pitch down and away. Ball 2.
He'll try a different arm slot here to see if he can get him to chase.
And a half swing here, but this is in there for a cold strike 2. Now the 2-2 pitch. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Inside locator, you'll see it. They just trotted him in with that thing, and he can't pull the trigger.
Randy Wynn will dig in here.
Randy Wynn.
And that misses inside 1-0. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
Good job of holding off there.
2 out, nobody on. And that one's wide of the mark, ball 3. Off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
You've heard the old saying, a walk is as good as a hit, and it's definitely true when it's a go-ahead run late in the game.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and here's the switch-hitting catcher Jorge Posada.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
Grounded foul off to the right side. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. Now the 1-2 pitch just does stay alive as this is fouled back. Swing and a ball hit on the ground. Throw on to Pena is in time to get him, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no base hits, no errors, and 1 man left on base. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. And we are tied 4-4. Jason Bartlett will lead it off now in the home half of inning number 10.
Now batting, Jason Bartlett.
Fastball in there for a called strike.
And I'll tell you, he better not start falling in love with that location, because that's a spot where he's going to get burned.
Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2. Shooting for the outside corner, but he missed it 1-2. The pitch. And this is high for a ball, so from 0-2, he's worked it back to 2-2 now. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he reaches up to track this one down for the first out, and he had to go a long way to get to that ball.
Well, this guy knows he's got to hold serve here in the bottom of the 10th, and he's off to a good start.
Evan Longoria will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Evan Longoria.
Changeup, a little bit inside, 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
And now with a 2-0 count, he can afford to sit dead red here. This is a very good hitter up here, see. He might get the green light on 3-0.
And he lays off ball 4, so now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Well, Matt, the last thing you want to do late in the ballgame is start putting guys on unnecessarily.
Trying to turn it around. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts thus far. Here's the first pitch. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. Dive, but it's just past his outstretched glove for a base hit. The throw to third. And in there at third is the possible winning run.
No hesitation that time, rounding second, as he's going to hustle all the way to third on the base hit.
Then Zobrist will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Swung on, missed, 1-1. Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. Grounded back to the box. This could be 2. Jeter on to Teixeira, and it's in time for the double play. The side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. No winner yet. On to inning number 11 we go, and we are tied 4-4. Lance Cormier is on, and he'll take over on the mound. Derek Jeter will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ballgame. Swing and miss that time. Strike 1.
Yeah, he broke one off there to start the at-bat. That's a good pitch. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Swing and a high pop-up toward the stands behind third. Longoria has a tough play, but he ranges back to put it away for the first out. Brett Gardner will stand in, just 1 for 5 in this one.
Now batting, Brett Gardner.
And the pitch. Ball 1.
Yeah, trying to take back control of that inside part of the plate. That's where you want to be.
Watches one miss outside, 2-0 now. misses again, ball 3.
And no reason really to nibble here. This is a guy you should be going right after.
And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
You've heard the old saying, a walk is as good as a hit, and it's definitely true when it's a go-ahead run late in the game.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring the dangerous Alex Rodriguez to the plate.
Alex Rodriguez.
And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now.
Got to make sure at the plate you don't hit one on the ground here.
And a foul ball straight back. The 1-1 pitch. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Just did get a piece of that one, so he stays alive here. Now a move over to first, and a dive, but he's back. He swings and pops it high toward the left side of the infield. Longoria camps under it, and he's got it for route number 2. Mark Teixeira will try again. 0 for 3 thus far.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0.
And they better not forget about that runner on first.
In the dirt, might not be enough to try it.
And that runner's flat-footed that time. He's got to be moving on those.
Now the 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
Good pitch.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first. And he needed extra innings to get it, but there's his first hit of the game. That'll keep the hit streak alive and kicking. Curtis Granderson will stand in. Just 1 for 5 in this one.
Now batting, Curtis Granderson.
Good fastball there from Cormier as he gets ahead 0-1. The 0-1. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Longoria is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4. Matt Joyce will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Here's one hit towards the hole. Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning. Kelly Shoppett stand in with 2 home runs already under his belt in this one. First pitch to him. And he lays off there, 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss. He might even go chase it out there.
Late on the fastball there as this one skied out towards straightaway right. Swisher is there, 2 down. Pena will be the batter. And this one runs up high, ball 1. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
See if they try and stay out there again.
Opposite field to left. And that's in there, base hit. And now it'll rattle up against the wall. Good late throw. But he is in there with a triple.
We'll see this one more time. I think he was thinking about stopping it too, but he picked up the third base coach urging him on, so he took the gamble, and it paid off.
Now time is called, and a bit of a curious decision here to say the least, as we'll get a pinch runner at third here. Don't know if something's wrong or what. Gabe Kapler is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike. Hit hard but foul. Off into the seats behind first. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch. Down the line, but this is a foul ball. And this is popped high in the air back near second. Peter is there to make the catch, and that means we've got more baseball ahead. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 11 innings in the books now, and we are tied 4-4. Sean Rodriguez will stay in the ballgame as he'll take over at first base. Nick Swisher will stand in, just 1 for 5 in this one. First pitch cutter that's by him for strike 1. And that finds the target, 0-2 now.
And he's just saying, here's my fastball, try and hit it. Got him in an 0-2 hole now.
Tough call there, but the cutter misses 1 and 2. Now the 1-2 to Swisher. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1. Robinson Cano will stand in, just 1 for 5 in this one.
Robinson Cano.
Curveball just misses apparently, 1-0. And that's right there, and we're even at 1. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2.
And he'll need some new lumber if he goes after that.
The knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2. Two pitch on the way. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
And man, fellas, we're not getting paid for overtime up here. Let's have somebody get things going here.
Randy Wynn will bat here. No official at bat, but he scored a run thus far.
Now batting, Randy Wynn.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. On the ground is second. There to play is Zobrist. Oh, it's over his head.
Well, that'll keep the inning alive here, and anytime you start giving away outs, it puts a real strain on your pitching staff.
Jorge Posada will stand in. He grounded out his first time.
Now batting, Jorge Posada.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0.
And you don't want hitters to fall into that comfort zone up there, so a good idea to run the fastball in that time.
And he gets under this one a bit as this is lifted into center field. Joyce is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, one error, and a runner left stranded. Still one run can win this thing as we move ahead to the bottom of inning number 12. And we are tied 4-4. Phil Hughes will come in and pitch now. Carl Crawford will dig in. He homered back in inning number 3. Lays off 1-0. On the way. And he takes a cold strike one.
Good time to call the cutter there.
Ball hit out towards Cano at second. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
This pitch looked to be below the knees, but he got him to swing down on it for the out.
Jason Bartlett will try and break the collar. He's 0 for 5 in the ballgame. And a strike at the knees. More like at the shins, but it's 0-1. 1-1. Grounded foul off to the right side. And he lays off the pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. To the shortstop, Jeter. Throw on to Teixeira, 2 down. Evan Longoria will dig in now. 2 hits and 4 at-bats thus far tonight. Down and in here, 1 ball, no strikes.
All they could have done with that is yank it into the dugout.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. And wow, that looked to be well inside, but it's a called strike. 2-1 now. Called strike 2.
And he buzzed him with that one a bit.
Here's the 2-2 offering. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. So we go quietly here in this half inning. Take a quick walk to keep the blood circulating. 13th inning coming up, and we are tied 4-4. Grant Balfour will be the new pitcher. Derek Jeter will stand in. He flew out his last time up. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
And he'll sling that thing across the strike zone, but he can't nip the corner.
Bases are empty here, nobody out. Swing and a ball shot foul down the left side. One on the way. And he misses 2-1. And there is ball 3 now, as that one's not even close. The ball boy will have to retrieve that one. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. No outs, nobody on. Now the 3-2 pitch. Now a swing and a soft liner towards center, and this is taken for the out. Brett Gardner will stand in. Base on balls his last time.
Now batting, Brett Gardner.
And here's the first pitch. On the ground towards second. Throw in time at first for out number 2. Alex Rodriguez will step in, 1 for 4 in the ballgame.
Now batting, Alex Rodriguez.
And a bit too high with that one, it's 1-0.
Might have been trying to overthrow that one a bit.
And he can't get A-Rod to bite on it, it's 2-0. And this pitch is inside, and he can't find the zone all of a sudden, 3-0. He lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
You've heard the old saying, a walk is as good as a hit, and it's definitely true when it's a go-ahead run late in the game.
Mark Teixeira will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
Now batting, Mark Teixeira.
Here's the first pitch. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And he swings under the fastball here as this is popped high in the air back behind short. Dives and he makes the catch. How about that for an exclamation point to the end of the inning? So it's no run on no hits, no errors, and a runner left. Yet another shot to end it right here as we move on to the home half of the inning, and we are tied 4-4. Pat Burrell will lead things off here as they look to try and win this thing in the bottom half. Now the pitch. Hit hard to the right. And this is going to be a foul ball. And he misses with it, 1-1. Here it comes. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Now a ground ball towards the hole. Look at A-Rod. And the throw will get him at first as he is robbed on a magnificent play there.
Well, a lot of people forget that A-Rod was a Gold Glover at short, but it did take him a while to adjust at third, but he looked like he'd been playing there his entire career with that great play.
Ben Zobrist will get another shot. He hit into a double play his last time. First pitch coming. In there, strike one. And now this is swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Gardner will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning. Joyce will try and break the collar. He's 0 for 5 in the ballgame. Ball one. And he misses again, 2-0. Swinging the ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Here's the pitch. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first.
Well, Matt, the last thing you want to do late in the ballgame is start putting guys on unnecessarily.
Kelly Shoppett will stride in, and they'll need to be careful as he's already homered twice thus far. Here's the first pitch. Too high, 1-0.
And he's going to need to rein that one in a bit because he'll get beat if he keeps leaving pitches up.
Swing, a ball bounced back up the middle. A dive, but it's by him for a base hit.
And Matt, he's right on this fastball. He locks in right out of the pitcher's hand and just shoots it back where it came from.
Sean Rodriguez will stand in. Swing, and a ball headed towards the hole. Throw will be well late as he reaches it first.
And guys, this is definitely a veteran move here by Posada. With the bases loaded, he'll head out there for a quick pep talk just to calm his pitcher down a bit.
Gabe Kapler will stand in. He popped out in his last time. Here's the first pitch, and that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a little flare out to left. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. And the winning run is across the score.
Well, they came right after him there with the game on the line, and he comes through with a clutch hit in extra innings and sends these fans home happy.
An entertaining ball ball game by and by, so let's go ahead, Dave, and make this fellow right here a deserving recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, a couple home runs in the ball game is pretty special. You could tell he was really dialed in up there, and he had a whale of a game.
So that just about does it. For my colleagues Dave Campbell and Rex Hudler and our entire crew, this is Matt Vasgersian saying thanks for staying with us throughout this one. Once again, our final score in extra innings. The Rays are victorious in this one, 5-4. This has been a presentation of MLB 10 The Show. For more, log on to MLB10theshow.com. This one's in the books, as we say. So long, everybody.